attendees are in listen-only mode.
Welcome everyone to our Jet Enterprise and How Jet Powers BI webinar. My name is Michael Introvertolo and I'm the Marketing Manager here at Solution Systems. Let's go to the next slide. Alright, notice the hashtag at the bottom of the screen. Please use this hashtag if you plan on contacting us through Twitter. Today we are fortunate enough to have Tristan Threlkeld with us from Jet Reports. He's going to be the one conducting most of this webinar. So let me go on ahead and pass this on over to Tristan and he can get started.
All right, thanks, Michael. Just want to make sure you can see my screen here with the big blue background, how Jet Enterprise Powers BI. Perfect. Thanks so much. Thank you for everybody for joining us today, taking the time out of your day to take a look at Jet Enterprise and how we can power Power BI. So thank you to Michael and Solution Systems as well for helping put this together. I've got an exciting little event here, if you will. Let's go over it and let's just kind of get started, to be honest. Let's get this out there and get going. So here it is, how Jet Enterprise powers Power BI. And as he mentioned, my name is Tristan Threlkeld. I'm the NAF Channel Manager here with Jet Reports. And we're just going to go right in here to the presentation for you guys and be able to carry right on through throughout here. So little housekeeping items to start, just so we're on the same page, going to talk about Jet as a company briefly here and go from there into actual more of the presentation. So Jet Reports, what we do, well, we solve that tricky and expensive problem of getting your data out of your ERP. Now, everybody that's here uses an ERP system and everybody here wants to get their data out of that ERP system. Even more so, everybody wants to do this for one main reason. And that's also in order to make decisions. That's what that reason is. Now, if you think about this decision-wise, you quickly realize one thing about them. Individuals make those decisions, and then those decisions affect other individuals, especially if you think on a company level status. Now I'm going to say this here. Technology is important for sure, and data is also very important. But decisions are also very important as well. And I would say that the individuals making those decisions may be the most important of all. Now, that is why we are different here at Jet. Okay, our focus is to make it as easy as possible to enable individuals to make their decisions with our product. Very much helpful in that part. Now, our ability to do that is why you see these great statistics here on this slide. Over 11,000 companies using our product across 94 different countries. Now, we've been in this marketplace for 15 years and counting. So we've got a lot of great experience here. Now, quick little piece here is that we got locations all over the globe. Okay, now the reason why we have offices and operations all around the world is because we have a global presence, because our clients aren't just US based, or as we're based out of, headquartered in Portland, Oregon, based in Oregon. A lot of companies nowadays are doing business all across the globe, and sometimes they need a little bit more assistance to be able to help out there. And we're there. We're there to support you no matter where you are doing your business. Jet Reports is there to help. Okay, now a few more pieces here, a little more marketing blurb, if you will. As I mentioned, over 11,000 companies across 94 countries, right? Got happy clients all around the world, ranging from small companies that have just a few individuals who need to make business decisions, all the way up to the big brands that you see right here on this slide, like Citizen Watch, Atlas Van Lines, Sunkist, Funko, Lids, David's Bridal, etc. Okay, we have lots of individuals making decisions using Jet. And our product is scalable. We can scale up and down with this, and there's no exact, I would say, ideal customer per se with Jet, but I would say anybody using Dynamics would be more of a better fit for Jet Reports. Just kind of saying those pieces to keep everybody aware. All right? Well, let's get to it. Let's talk about Jet Reports and Power BI. Now, the little screen grab here, you can see I just did Google search Power BI, and the first three things you see when you pop that up, well, advertisement, and we're included in that. Why? Because we really power Power BI. That's why we're here. But more importantly, here's Power BI itself and exactly where you can go and log into to be able to create your little account. Now, let's talk a little bit about Power BI, okay? What is Power BI? They got a great little blurb here, but let's kind of get to what it is. It is a web-based platform for data visualization. It's a SaaS model, right? Subscription. So priced on a per user basis, and from my understanding, that is about $9.99 per month per user. It can pull data from on-premise and cloud sources, like you can be able to build like charts and graphs with it, but it is not ideal for like major reporting, if you will, such as like a 25-page AR/AG report. Not really ideal for that. But let's talk about what makes Power BI easy as well. Well, what makes Power BI so easy is that users can log on to powerbi.com, as you can see here, pulling that in, right, and have access to their shared dashboards. Now, the Power BI desktop portion provides drag and drop dashboard authoring. Now, dashboards within this environment can be modified directly from the web interface, but it's after they're published. So think about that, you kind of have to do two different parts to be able to make it all work together. Now, what makes Power BI not so easy, right? Got to talk about both sides of that. You know, you're going to be building directly against the source system or systems. You're going to be building directly against SQL. You're going to be doing a nav query. So you really need to truly understand nav setup, where those tables and fields are all located to be able to have access to build your robust reports and dashboards. Web services, OData, that portion's included there as well. You gotta, there can be potential performance issues when refreshing large data sets. That whenever you have changes in the underlying data will potentially break at times when using the dashboard. Like when you go through an ERP upgrade, pulling Excel files, a few other pieces. And all that information was given back to us from our current clients through using our product, Jet Enterprise, in conjunction with Power BI. And that's the feedback they've given us on both sides. So I just want to make you a little bit aware of that, bring that to some attention for you guys, okay? Let's keep it going here. Now, let's take a look here at the Power BI brand promise, okay? You're going to be, your whole business on one dashboard. Using that web, the Power BI over the web, get that location spot for you guys. Being able to create stunning interactive reports, now using that portion on the Power BI desktop. Okay, so two different sides there. Now, taking a look at this piece, more of data analysis here, taking a look. So without counting real quick, how many green things are there? And how many people, how many have people in them? And with that there, will there be enough food for all of the players? Okay, now let's take a little further here. What if they can only eat food that is the same color? Now, us as humans, to be honest, we're very visual creatures and we're very capable when information is presented in the same way, as you see here in front of it. Right? This is why stunning dashboards and overall business intelligence in general is so important. Now, take a look back real quick at those two other elements that are left there. Consistent analysis across your organization, being, easily embed BI and analytics in your app. But what I'll say, stunning is great and it's very valuable, the stunning dashboards and stuff. But what I'd say, what is more important is accuracy. Accuracy is definitely most important. Now, to understand why that is, okay, we can take a look at the businesses and how they're using BI, right? You've got discovery, direction, and execution here. You can be able to discovering opportunities to be able to grow the markets, increase your profits, reduce your costs, improve your processes. Direction, being able to define models, establish objectives and goals. Execution, monitoring goals and milestones through the KPIs, key performance indicators, to be able to meet your business objectives. Consistent, accurate information is most critical of all of that. Pretty much being able to work from one version of the truth, that is really important for your business. Now, taking a look as we move here to the next slide here, this is what we have found users can expect, something like this and a little bit more to that. Okay, being able to discover trends, revenue and profit across like intersected dimensions such as time and company, market segment, and geography. We get direction from key metrics that are important to our company like sales to goal and can take action to influence them. We can execute on a number of actions here using these well understood business terms and measurements. Now, how is Jet able to do this, right? How are we able to do this? Well, we built a platform, okay? We've got a data warehouse there with 7 pre-built cubes for you guys, and those cubes are finance, purchasing, inventory, AP, AR, manufacturing, and sales. And that's all because we want to set you up for the most success and to give you the fastest return on your investment. The great thing about Jet Reports and our capability with this is we're able to complete a BI project 5 times faster than the market average, which is essentially 5 times faster than the competition. Being able to use a product like Power BI in conjunction with Jet Enterprise will get you up and running faster than anything else. Great thing about our product is actually it installs the data warehouse and the pre-built cubes, installs in 2 hours on average. Most of the time it's actually faster than that. Sometimes it can take a little bit longer than that. You know, every instance is a little bit different, but most of the time we're 2 hours or faster. Be able to work on your customization pieces to get everything lined up within the data warehouse and cube environment, working with you hand in hand to be able to finish that last, I'd say 20% of the project. Being able to complete a full BI project usually within 1 month time frame. How are we able to do all of that? Well, I've kind of spoke a little bit to it, but it's a bit technical. But we've got this down to a science. We've done well over 1,100 of these implementations over the last couple of years, doing at least 1 or more per business day. And we provide repeatable solutions with that because of that experience we have. It's got professional grade tools there. It's going to allow the customers here, the clients that are with us and may want to join with us, to be up and running with this solution and with ready to go reports and dashboards within 1 to 4 hours. Now, we've got thousands of customers that use our solutions every day, and we've got a knowledgeable staff that's going to be able to help to support you. What we're doing is Jet Reports is allowing businesses to focus on things that impact their business and be able to help drive their business forward from that point. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to actually show you the Jet Enterprise experience using also Power BI interface as well. We're going to do this portion next. So what you're going to see here next usually costs, used to cost millions of dollars and took months or years once before. Well, now today, with Jet Reports and our product, Jet Enterprise, it comes right out of the box. So do a quick screen change. We'll be able to start going to build out a few pieces. Now, first things first, just want to be on the same page with you. I'm going to quickly just try and put something together using my Jet Enterprise interface here, right? Sitting right here in Excel, right? Got a ribbon sitting in there as well. I'm going to use a pivot table. So what I'm going to do is build something for you guys pretty quickly. Let's say that I'm tasked with building a report that's going to show sales and cost amount associated with it, and how about profit and profit percent left over. And maybe that actually allows me to look at that by the item category. Well, I need to see also that by over time, and I also maybe want to be able to check that out by the different sales associates and the locations they work out of. I also need to put also the different companies since my associates work, for my parent company and also my sister company. Now, when I say that all out loud there, it sounds like a huge task. Well, I'll tell you with Jet Enterprise and our functionality, it's really not. It's really quick. Excuse me, I had to get a drink of water. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and click on this pivot table. And I discussed with you guys those pre-built cubes, and here they are. I'm going to go ahead and grab my sales cube here. And I'm going to say OK. Now, Got those pre-built ones. And it's very robust. It's going to get, this right here is the out-of-the-box feature I was talking to you about. Sales Cube here, 80 or so % of what you're looking for, right? Those pre-built cubes are going to cover 80-85% of what a business typically needs. So I've got my Sales Cube open here. It's right here on the right-hand side of my Excel sheet. And this is exactly where I'm going to start, actually just checking a few boxes, okay? So I'm going to grab a few different measures and dimensions here, be able to build this out for you guys. So, all right, I want to go ahead and grab my sales amount right here. Let's go ahead and grab that cost amount as well. And let's go ahead and grab that profit and profit percent. Now, I selected a few boxes for. Love these numbers. Would love to have about nearly $80 million in profit, but need more context here. Need some more context, so let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to add in here the item category product group. Okay, right there. Now I also want to go ahead and grab the date as well. Got that put in place. Now what I've done is I've checked 6 different boxes. Now I have a full functional sales report. It's got year-over-year sales. I got consolidated totals as well. I can even expand this out. Click on 2016. I'm going to look on Q2, and I want to open up May a little bit more and see all the dates and for every business that all the business transactions that happen throughout each day of May. And maybe I want to drill down into that. So I want to see where that cost amount came from, or the sales amount. So I'll double click on that, and here's those transactional details right in the same location for you. So you can get an direct look as to what's going on, the details behind those transactions, right? Now I'm right back to it. I can roll this quickly back up. Right back where we were before when we started out, okay? Now, it's just a pivot table. It's still Excel. So you have a lot of functionality and capability here, all right? So maybe you don't like your dates in rows, okay? Maybe you'd rather have your date, in columns. Maybe you want to have it in rows. That lead myself there. So maybe you want the date by item category, or you want to flip it over, you want to see each item by date. Do it that way. Either way is great. Still sitting in Excel, all using it off of the pivot table there. I'm going to keep mine in columns, okay? Now, at this point, I got my data, and it's still a little raw, but what I do now is actually bring in a little bit of a visual. So what I'm going to do is come over to Insert, and let's go ahead and grab a column chart and put that into place. Expand this out a little bit here. So I've got that. Now, at this point, I just want to be able to add a little more pieces to it. Let's add some slicers, okay? Now, I need to get my company. Let's go ahead and get that, but I do want that location. So I'm going to right-click, Add Slicer, and I want dates as well. So we'll right-click here and say Add Slicer. Let's go ahead and grab my company. So I'm going to scroll up here, right-click, Add Slicer. Now I'm going to go and get my salesperson. I'm going to get that one as well. And salesperson and document there. Go ahead and Add Slicer. Now, these are already interactive and ready to go. And just like that, I'm able to interact with this type of environment. It's already tied together, being able to work together. Just want to briefly show you that and how easy of use that is. Now, I'm actually going to go ahead and X out of this. Let's go straight to the Power BI side of it. Now, as you can see here, I got Power BI on my desktop. I'm going to open this up. Should be very similar or the exact same for you when you open yours up on your desktop. Now, loading up. Now, first thing it's going to do, right, ask you to sign in. You can go ahead and do that. And also get data or use recent data sources. I'll say get data, just trying to be in the same line with you guys. Now, what data I want to grab? It's going to wait for that to populate, and we'll go to that next step. Momentarily here. Okay, so here we are, right? Great thing about Jet is we can connect to pretty much anything out there, about 99% of what's out in the market, so including Power BI. So with this, what database you want to pull from? Maybe it's the SQL Server database, right, where your nav setup is. So you can go ahead and open that and say connect. Localhost, for me, that's why I'm at, local. Go ahead and get that populated and pulled up. It's going to take a few seconds here. Now, right, my demo nav database here. Exactly what I was saying before, needing to understand exactly what data you're trying to pull from. Need to understand the background of it, the back end, right? What tables do you want? What fields do you want to put together? That's kind of what that looks like. Now I'm going to briefly just X out of this. Not going to save it. I'm going to open it right back up. I'm going to connect it this time to Jet, the enterprise portion of it, and how you can be able to select your cubes to be able to build out dashboards and reports. Okay, so again, we're going to go back and say get data. So with server database, I'm going to actually grab my SQL Server Analysis Services database. That's actually where my cubes are based in. Say localhost one more time. Now, here they are, those cubes, all right here that we talked about. I'm going to grab my sales one and say OK. Now we're still in a similar environment we just were based in out of Excel, but now it's on the Power BI front end. So let's go ahead and build something out of that, okay? Let's see, I'll maybe grab like a line graph first, put that in place. And let's go ahead and grab a few pieces off the sales side here. So let's go ahead and grab, spread that out so I can get more eyes on it. Got my sales amount there, and I'm going to grab the profit as well. Let's go ahead and get posting date, scroll down here. There's my posting date. You can grab all of them or just a year. We'll say year, this one. Put it in place. You can move it around, adjust it as you need. Not quite done. I still continue to build here. Now, let's see what else I want to grab there. I got that one. Now, what about the sales amount by salesperson? So let's grab like a column chart. And let's see, from here, we want to go ahead and grab that sales amount one more time on that. And we also want to get the salesperson on document. Look that up. Right there we are. Okay, now let's grab another one more time here. Let's go ahead and grab a pie chart this time. And let's see what I want to put in here. I want to go ahead and grab my sales amount one more time. On this one, I'm going to do like sales amount by item category with product group. So we got that sales amount there. Now, I want to go down to my item portion. See how easy I'm able to find this information and data? Able to find it quickly here and be able to pull it all together. So I've got my item, and we want to grab that one. Let's see here. By category, by posting group. Let's move that over as well. Okay, got a few pieces in place there. Now let's go ahead and actually grab the globe. Okay, this is a really nice feature that Power BI has. Be able to kind of see how your sales are doing across, if it's the world, or maybe more specific at how you're doing it in your state or your region. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab, let's see, my city here. So I'm going to grab city, got that portion of it there, and I want to get the salesperson on document as well. I'm going to go ahead and grab also the sales amount. Spread that out, give it a better look so you can get more detail behind it. Okay. Now, maybe I want to look at more of my, my product, right? View these item categories. Drill down into that. Taking more of my bags and totes. See how each one's doing. Maybe I want to look more directly so I can double click, open that out, see more details, and see how the business is doing throughout the U.S. Looks like we're doing great with sports bags, but maybe the totes, business bags, and definitely plastic bags is struggling. Begin the idea, right? Interactivity right away. Now, let's have a few KPIs. Close these up a little bit here. So I want to get my profit by location. Okay, let's do another KPI. And we want to go ahead and get this one sales amount, and we want to do that by company. Okay, now I put mine together pretty quickly, right? Decent little dashboard here. Be able to give you a quick idea of how to be able to pull one together with Jet Enterprise pairing with Power BI. Now, I'm going to actually X out of this, and you can either, if you wanted to save it, you can, or if you wanted to actually publish this, you can publish it to the web in the Power BI portal. You can do that if you'd like. But I also have a few other pieces I can show you. So these are actually built by Jet, Jet backend here with our product there with Power BI laying on top. So let's go ahead and show you a few sample dashboards that you can actually have access to with our product Jet Enterprise for free that come directly from our website. Interactive data, right? You can interact with these, see how John's doing, or hop right off. If you want to look at both. Giving you an idea of how we have it and how you can work with it. That was a salesperson analysis one there. What about sales by customer here? Being able to interact, seeing how the data changes and updates as you take a look. It's all being done right. The data is right because it's the Jet Enterprise backend. Being able to get you the right data out to be able to build nice, pretty visuals with Power BI on the front end and great reports. That way it can help drive your business forward. Just have a couple more examples I just wanted to show you real quick. We'll just say finance balance sheet here. We'll take a look at one on inventory and maybe receivables and move on along. Taking a look further back, you want to see how you did in 15 and also at 17. Look at both from comparison there. And you want to look at 3 in a row. You could do that. Look at quarters, if you will. Getting an idea. And we're continuing to actually build out more sample dashboards with the Power BI front end, getting a nice data visualization with the direct right back end with the right data there. Just want to give you an overview on this, what's available to you. Let's go right back over to the demo side, continue our discussion. Now, we kind of talked about Power BI, a little bit about Jet Enterprise, with our product there. Got 3 different common approaches overall to the BI side of things to compare here. You got web queries suitable for self-service. You've got a more of a bespoke style, bespoke development that can be high quality but also very expensive. And then you have another option there with more of a framework, right? Which we have, right, with the enterprise side of things, the data warehouse and cube environment framework, which is going to provide you guys known levels of great quality, and it's going to standardize process there. We've done this many, many times over and over again with clients very much like you. This has obviously been pre-tested multiple times, so the content is ready to go. So if you think about this on complexity levels, that's why these say low. Low capability of not having a user take onto account of it. What I mean is it won't take much time for an end user to be able to use this product really easily. Also, you see the cost level of it. All right, just want to kind of speak to that momentarily. So with Jet Enterprise, what are you going to get, right? Well, you can't manage what you can't measure. Now, if we're looking at that piece, it's got a product here that's been pre-tested, like I mentioned there. It's rapidly deployable framework there that thousands of different companies are currently using every day. It's got a professional quality tools there and processes. It's going to allow you guys to help get strategic advantage over your competitors in your market. Taking a lot of risk out. This is going to provide you guys 80 to 85% of what your BI product is going to need. It's already been completed for you, which is going to give you guys the fastest return on your investment in the market by far. You're going to be able to get reporting and analytics in Excel, something a lot of end users in the industry, the business world have experience with using Excel. One little feature that I didn't show you yet, but do have, is called it's a new web portal where you're going to be able to share, schedule, and run your reports and dashboards from anywhere. It comes with Jet Enterprise. All right. Now the Jet Professional side piece also comes with Jet Enterprise, and what that is, it's a business reporting and analytics, all sitting in Excel, as well as support for sharing and scheduling from anywhere over the web as well. It's going to help individuals and teams to create and manage the reports that they need to be able to run their business. That is what I had for you guys today. I know that it wasn't a full hour here, but I did want to leave this open to some questions. So if there are any questions, Mike, that's right, okay. We can open it up to that for the next, say, 10, 15 minutes or so.
It's perfectly fine. If anybody has any questions, you can, let's see if I can mute the attendees if they want.
If you have any questions, maybe we can't hear you want to type your message in, go right ahead and type it in as well.
I've gone ahead and unmuted everyone, so if there's any questions, please feel free to say them out loud.
Good morning, this is Mukesh.
Can I speak to Michael Casey?
Oop, I think we got somebody.
Who's taking care of IT department?
That will be me.
I think it's
Hi,
just a call.
may I know your name, please?
Yes, sir, my name is Mukesh.
All right. Well, if there is any questions, we can, I'll put my contact information up on the screen.
Yeah. You know, what I'm actually going to do is show some example reports.
We don't want that.
Unreal.
All right, so if anybody has any questions, you can contact me. My information is on the screen, and if I can't answer your question, I will get a hold of Tristan, and Tristan will definitely be able to answer your questions.
Absolutely, Michael. So yeah, just let us know if you have any interest in learning more about the product and taking a more of a maybe a deeper demo dive into what Genterprise is and the full functionality of it. Being able to speak to you guys on not just the front end side of it, but also the back end and how easy it is for all of your users to use a product just like this.
Sounds great. Thanks a lot, Tristan. We appreciate it, and look forward to the next time.
Yep, no problem at all. Thanks, Michael. Thank you so much, Solution Systems. Have a great day.
You too.